What do Edward Jenner, Sir Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin, and this man, William Wilberforce, have in common, apart from the fact that their portraits hang here in the National Portrait Gallery? Well, they're all people who have in some way changed the world. And on today's Songs of Praise, we meet people who are also trying to make a difference. Coming up, changing communities by planting vegetables and by making films. And why you don't have to be as rich as Bill Gates to make a difference. Plus some classic hymns from around the country. Edward Jenner is often called the father of immunology because he discovered the smallpox vaccine. Son of a Gloucestershire vicar and the 8th of 9 children, it's said that his work has saved more lives than the work of any other man. And this one, William Wilberforce, a Yorkshireman, philanthropist, politician, evangelical Christian, and founder member of the RSPCA. But he's best known for his part in the abolition of the slave trade. You know, it's often faith that inspires people to try to make a difference. Mother Teresa and Martin Luther King, for example. But if you ask which person has made most impact on the world, many people would go back 2,000 years and name a man whose life changed our history forever.
Jesus put this song into our hearts. Jesus put this song into our hearts. It's a song of joy no one can take away. Jesus put this song into our hearts. Jesus taught us how to live in harmony. Jesus taught us how to live in harmony. Different places, He made us one. Jesus taught us how to live in harmony. Jesus taught us how to be a family. Jesus taught us how to be a family. Loving one another with a love that He gives. Jesus taught us how to be a family. Jesus turned our sorrow into dancing. Jesus turned our sorrow into dancing. Changed our tears of sadness into rivers of joy. Jesus turned our sorrow into a dance. Jesus put this song into our hearts. Jesus put this song into our hearts. It's a song of joy no one can take away. Jesus put this song into our hearts.
If there was one person you reckon that's done the most for this world, who would it be?
Jesus Christ, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but
has
Jesus
to be.
Christ.
Has to be Jesus
Really?
Christ.
Sorry,
We're all
we were all
Christians.
the same.
Mandela.
Nelson Mandela?
Yeah.
Good answer.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King, that's a great answer as well. If you could do one thing to change the world, what would it be?
Compare
So-
everyone to Jesus Christ.
What about you?
To stop world poverty.
Okay.
One thing about the world, it would be tolerance for everybody.
What about you two?
What would you win?
I think peace.
Peace. Definitely peace.
Yeah?
The world.
What, no more war?
No.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers and sisters are we. Let us walk
peace on earth, something we all hope for, but the news is still full of stories of man's inhumanity to man. One of the greatest tragedies of recent times inspired Kat Callow to try to make the world a better place.
On 9/11, I lost my cousin, Dave Fontana. Dave was one of the 343 firefighters that died while they were helping to rescue people from the World Trade Center. And in the subsequent years, I couldn't say his name without breaking down. So I just sort of buried it a bit. Then the July 7 bombings in 2005 happened in London. And I thought, how could young British men do something like this? And I'm a Roman Catholic, and I felt that my cousin Dave was waiting for me to make a response. Not the first response, which is of anger and grief and rage and despair. The measured response. He was a very can-do guy. And I thought, he's waiting for me to do something. So we started Project Mosaic.
Project Mosaic is a charity that works to foster greater understanding between people of different backgrounds.
We are more and more finding ourselves around people who are different from us, racially, ethnically, from a different religion, different national background. And we can't just assume it's all going to work itself out. We often talk about what can the government do, what can the teachers do, what should the police force be doing. I think it's all about on the grassroots level. It's what can people in their everyday lives do.
Kat realised that if she was to be successful, she had to appeal to young people.
We are delighted this evening. When we have an event, a lot of young people will be sending out tweets and creating Facebook pages. So it is important to find the right language that works for young people. That can sometimes be a challenge for older people, like me.
One of the ways that Project Mosaic reaches out to young people is by running a short film competition. Last year's winner was 23-year-old Tariq Chowdhury. Tariq's film aims to dispel the idea that faith is divisive.
Something that is common to all major faiths is the instruction towards being compassionate and kind towards other human beings, and that goes through with every single religion, and I thought that would be a great thing to espouse.
Tariq visited main centres of 6 different faiths in London to highlight their central unifying message.
I always knew that one thing that unites all of the different faith groups is their love, their sincerity, their compassion. They have a smile on their face, a board in their hand, but really the significance is what's in their heart. I really don't agree that religion is the source of problems. People who truly embody the spirit of their faith will never ever make things worse. They will always make things better, and that's true of every faith. I really believe that.